As winter approaches, there's a growing problem with our food supply. There are some foods that are getting harder to find in stores. Walmart is even thinking about raising prices or closing some stores because of this. The shortages are caused by various things like bad weather, problems with how food is transported, and other unexpected issues like a shortage of containers. These shortages can affect all of us and make it harder to get the food we need. In this video, we'll go through each of the 15 foods and explain why they're running out. We'll also look at how this could impact us as we go into a tough and uncertain winter. 1. Peaches. Peaches have experienced substantial disruptions in their supply chain due to extreme weather conditions. Even in Georgia, known as the Peach State, many farmers have shifted their focus from peach production to blueberries due to unseasonably warm weather patterns. The loss of stone fruit crops, including peaches, has resulted in a decline in supply, and consumers are likely to feel the effects of these disruptions through store closures in the upcoming months. The decrease in the availability of this beloved fruit showcases how climate-related challenges can impact the agriculture industry and our access to fresh produce. 2. Frozen fruit. Frozen fruits and vegetables, including mangoes, pineapples, and berries, are experiencing shortages due to a combination of crop failures and rising diesel prices in agriculture. These factors have disrupted the supply chain for frozen produce, leading to lower availability in grocery stores. If winter crops don't compensate for these shortages, consumers may struggle to find frozen fruits until midsummer. As a result, it's advisable to stock up on these items now if fresh fruits are in short supply in your area. These shortages affect consumers who rely on frozen fruits for convenient and nutritious options throughout the year. 3. Potato chips. The availability of potato chips has dwindled due to harsh weather conditions and significant crop losses. These challenges are compounded by a rising shortage of vegetable oil, a critical component in the production of fried snacks like chips. The strained supply chain has forced some manufacturers to raise prices and, in some cases, cease production of these salty delights. As a result, consumers may encounter difficulties in finding their favorite potato chip brands on store shelves and should expect potential price hikes. 4. Coffee. Coffee lovers are experiencing a jolt as coffee shortages loom. The coffee industry has been grappling with multiple challenges, including extreme weather conditions affecting coffee bean crops and transportation disruptions. Coffee prices are surging, and some brands have limited availability. Stocking up on your favorite coffee or exploring alternatives may be necessary to ensure you don't run out of your daily brew. 5. Popcorn, a popular snack, is facing a potential scarcity due to a perfect storm of supply chain issues and a 17% decrease in corn production. During the summer, an extreme drought prompted many farmers to abandon their maize crops in favor of more profitable alternatives, leaving the popcorn supply chain vulnerable. As winter approaches, consumers may find it increasingly challenging to locate this beloved treat in stores, emphasizing the far-reaching effects of climate-related disruptions on our food supply. 6. Chicken wings. The chicken wing shortage can be attributed to a severe bird flu outbreak that has ravaged poultry farms. This outbreak has resulted in the death of over 40 million birds, making it the worst avian flu epidemic in recent memory. With a substantial portion of the chicken population wiped out, the supply of chicken wings has been drastically affected. Consequently, prices for a pack of chicken wings have skyrocketed, making this popular snack less accessible to consumers. This shortage has not only impacted restaurants like KFC and Buffalo Wild Wings, but has also affected consumers who enjoy this favorite finger food. 7. Imported goods. A confluence of factors is contributing to potential shortages of imported goods in grocery stores. Supply chain issues, including bottlenecks and disruptions, are making it increasingly challenging to move products from overseas to local store shelves. Rising shipping costs further exacerbate the problem, making it less economically viable for retailers to import products. Imported delicacies such as cheese, champagne, boba tea, chocolate, and chili-based sauces, often favored by consumers seeking unique flavors and experiences, may become scarcer. 8. Pickles. The scarcity of pickles in stores can be attributed to a surge in demand and a shortage of glass jars. When the COVID-19 pandemic hit in 2020, increased home cooking and preservation activities prompted a surge in demand for pickles. Moreover, glass jars, the primary packaging for pickles, have become scarce as consumers have snapped them up for canning and preserving purposes. As a result, major household pickle brands, such as Claussen, Mason jars, and lids, have faced difficulties in meeting the demand. This uptick in home canning and preserving equipment purchases may further contribute to the shortage of pickles, affecting consumers who enjoy the tangy crunch of this popular condiment. 9. Oatmeal. Oatmeal and oat-based products are facing scarcity due to a combination of factors. Severe droughts have significantly hampered oat production within the United States. Additionally, the primary source of oats for the U.S. Canada is experiencing a 50% decline in exports from the previous year, reaching their lowest levels since 2010. This double blow to the oat supply chain is causing oatmeal and related products to become increasingly difficult to find on store shelves, impacting a breakfast staple for many. 10. Vegan food. Even those who follow a plant-based diet aren't immune to the challenges in the supply chain. The growing demand for vegan products like tofu and soy-based cheeses has been met with disruptions in distribution. These supply chain issues have been caused by several factors, including problems in animal meat processing that have impacted the production of plant-based alternatives. This means that individuals who rely on plant-based proteins for their dietary preferences may find it increasingly challenging to locate their favorite items. These shortages affect not only vegans, but also consumers who appreciate the variety and sustainability offered by plant-based alternatives. 11. Cream cheese. The cream cheese shortage initially emerged in 2021, triggered by a significant cyber attack on a major cheese manufacturer, disrupting production and distribution. This issue is projected to persist, primarily because of a declining dairy supply. The American cow herd has notably decreased, contributing to statewide dairy shortages. This, in turn, impacts cream cheese production, leaving consumers with fewer options for their bagels and other culinary uses of this versatile dairy product. 12. Canned soups. Canned soups have long been a pantry staple, but they are now becoming harder to find. Supply chain issues, including aluminum shortages for canning, have made it difficult for manufacturers to keep up with demand. With the colder months ahead, the scarcity of canned soups could affect those who rely on them for quick, warming meals. Consumers might want to consider homemade soups or alternative convenience foods. 13. Hamburger patties. Shortages in ground beef, a primary ingredient in hamburger patties, have arisen due to a lack of packaging supplies and complications in meat processing facilities. As a result, some food manufacturers are selling plain ground beef instead of processing and packaging it into ready-to-cook patties to alleviate the shortage and avoid worsening the crisis. This shortage of hamburger patties can lead to difficulties for both consumers and the food service industry, impacting the availability of a staple fast food item. 14. Rice, a dietary staple for billions worldwide, is experiencing supply constraints. Droughts and disruptions in rice-producing countries, along with increased demand, have caused prices to surge and shelves to empty. Rice is a crucial food item for many cultures, so these shortages have significant implications for global food security. To manage this, consumers might need to explore different types of rice or even grains like quinoa as substitutes while keeping a watchful eye on rising prices. 15. Cooking oil. The availability of cooking oils, including popular options like olive oil and vegetable oil, is dwindling. Multiple factors contribute to this shortage, such as labor shortages in the production and packaging processes, supply chain disruptions, and rising prices for essential raw materials. Cooking oil is a fundamental ingredient in many dishes, so consumers may need to adapt to alternative options or consider reducing their consumption to cope with these ongoing shortages. The coming winter presents a challenging landscape for our food supply chain, with 15 crucial items disappearing rapidly from store shelves. Whether it's due to extreme weather, supply chain disruptions, or shifts in consumer behavior, these shortages are becoming increasingly worrisome. To navigate this uncertain terrain, it's essential to be informed and prepared. Consider alternatives when your favorite items are hard to find, and keep an eye on evolving situations. As we face potential price hikes and uncertainties, adaptability will be key. Stay tuned for the latest updates, and remember, perseverance will help us weather the dark winter ahead. If you want to find out which food items are also compulsory to stock up in a well-rounded pantry, watch this next video shown above.